strengthen the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Owen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Quickly complete. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Noles have this offense rolling. The lone back's got it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Fighting off the defender. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Finding an escape route. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Seminoles!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Iowa was able to finish off a close one in Iowa City today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pace. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Floats it out in space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
On the set.
Back to pass, it's Bryant. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Pace. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Robinson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Knowles! The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Florida State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse. Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Dropping back, it's Bryant. Pocket breaking down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch.
Good route running by the receiver on that corner route. Was really able to make a sharp break and then run toward the open hole in the defense.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
29 Philly. Gaucho.
Might be changing the route.
Hornet. Lion. Ready, go.
Gonna look downfield again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They punted away on fourth down. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the running back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Fires downfield. Working that left side. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield very late in the half. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes it from the gun on third down. He's got his man. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Hauls it in. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tackled there by the defense.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Bryant. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Gives it on the option. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And they'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw. It's Berry. Give him 6. Touchdown Seminoles. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Carolina offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Easy.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off play action on first down. The throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make them earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And some room to work. Shakes off the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Using his legs, it's Wicks. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Come on, set.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Let's go.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.